So these are our top 5 monthly sales for June. To put it in perspective, the estimated monthly repayments on a $55 million property at 80% LVR is a monthly repayment of $261,000. This one is next level, as you'll see in the videos.
Yeah.
It's basically a mansion.
Yeah,
like it's a waterfront mansion.
Significantly cheaper than Point
Cheaper.
Piper.
So if you're looking for a bargain, this is your one.
It's a fucking nice property as well.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so straight off the list is, not surprising, this one, $55 million in Point Piper. So 69 Wolseley Road in Point Piper, $55 million sale.
Yeah, so not affordable for most people. So this is a 4-bedroom, 5-bathroom Harbourside mansion designed by Leslie Wilkinson, featuring a parterre garden by Anne Wilkes, lift access and panoramic views of Sydney Harbour. So Point Piper, always a great location there.
Living
Unaffordable
next to
by
him,
most.
at the ex-Prime Minister.
Yep. So to put it in perspective, the estimated monthly repayments on a $55 million property at 80% LVR is a monthly repayment of $261,000. So if you can afford that, go for gold.
Not sure if they're actually borrowing, if they're spending 55 mil, but
usually at that level, there's a fair bit of cash getting thrown in.
$250,000 per month if you got a mortgage on that house.
Yeah, so that was listed by Adam Reichman and Elliot Plax from Ray White Double Bay.
Yep.
And Michael Pallier from Sotheby's. Is it Sotheby's?
Sotheby's International, yeah. Not surprising there. The second one, we're flying up to Queensland for this one, so Sorrento.
So this one is next level, as you'll see in the videos.
Yeah.
It's basically a mansion.
Yeah,
like it's a waterfront mansion.
It almost looks like Miami in the States. Like it's oversized, just...
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, it is ridiculous. It's the only way to describe it.
But we had to throw it in there. It's a 7-bedroom, 8-bathroom Mediterranean-style estate on 6,500 square metres on absolute waterfront. So it features a ballroom, a wellness wing, a tennis court, and marina. So this sold for $18 million. Estimated monthly repayments on that would be about $85,000 per month.
Significantly cheaper than Point Piper.
So if you're looking for a bargain, this is your one. Listing agent, was Sam Go and Julia Cow from
Colch Real Estate.
Yep. Sorry if I've mispronounced any of these.
We're good at it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I get roasted every week for it. So this has been listed as it's hosted royalties, celebrities, and it's basically a significant piece of history
I would like to know who the buyer is, because there's a lot of new money on the Gold Coast as well. So
if you know,
potentially Simon Beard, not in an apartment anymore. Is it gone for a house?
Yeah, if you know who bought it, throw it in the comments.
Drop it in the comments, yeah.
So back to New South Wales on this one, and it's Manly, New South Wales.
My opinion, the best place in Australia.
This is your pick.
Addison Road, Manly, 35 mil.
I'll go for the Sea Eagles. We won't mention that. But so that's $35 million. It's a 5-bedroom, 3-bathroom, absolute harbourfront residence with direct beach access, panoramic views, and it has a DA approval for a renovation.
Yeah.
So that sold for $35 million, and the estimated monthly repayments on that would be about $166,000 per month.
Yeah.
So
still more manageable than Point Piper.
Yeah. Well, whatever floats your boat.
It's probably a cash purchase, I would say.
So that was listed by Max Walls from Max Walls International, and it set a new buyer record or new sales record for Manly by more than $10 million.
Yeah, and if anyone wants to know a random stat about Manly, a lot of the land, I believe this one is actually owned land, but a lot of the more premium properties in Manly, all of the land's actually owned by the Catholic Church.
Yeah, right.
And the houses are leased. The land is leased, and they construct the houses on them, and they renew their lease, like leasing land off the church.
Like a 99-year lease sort of style thing.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So next one, we're heading back up north, but still in New South Wales. Cooper's Shot. This is Brad's pick, I think.
This was my pick. I love this shit. So 18 Byron Creek Road, Cooper's Shot. So it's 17 bathroom. So the reason it's got so many bedrooms and bathrooms, 17 bedrooms, is it's income generating as well. Yeah. So what you'll see in the videos obviously is it's a wedding venue.
Yeah.
For one, boutique hotel, and you can basically accommodate for 150 guests there. It's on 55 acres. It's got 2 infinity pools, 6 self-contained cabins, and it's got a big focus on sustainability.
Which for anyone who's been married, like having the wedding and on-site accommodation is really, really handy. So I reckon they'd be charging a premium. It's probably a good income generator.
So this one wasn't, the price wasn't disclosed on this.
Yeah.
So if anyone does know how much it sold for, again, throw it in the comments. But it was a pick for me because it is something you could purchase, live in, and generate income. So it's a full lifestyle change for anyone that can afford that.
It's a fucking nice property as well.
Oh, yeah. And back to Victoria. So Toorak, obviously there's some really big sales in Toorak.
Yeah.
If anyone's not familiar with it, it's like Melbourne's equivalent of
Point Piper.
Yeah. So it's a 5-bedroom, 5-bathroom residence with a 6-car garage. It was sold off market, so the details do remain a little bit confidential on that.
Yeah.
But it's next level as well.
Yeah, it is. It's pretty crazy. Potentially a buyer's agent buying it off market, but Marcus Chiminello, the top agent there, he does have a big buyer database, so potentially a database buyer as well.
So obviously anything sold in that area is going to be a high net wealth person purchasing.
Yeah.
Look, it's hard to estimate. Again, if someone does know how much that sold for, throw it in the comments.
There was a Toorak sale recently for 130 million, which is getting up there for, I think it was potentially the most expensive sale in Australia at the time. That's just been surpassed. But Toorak, it's going to be well and truly up there.
Yep.
It's expensive.
Well, that's our top 5 for June. We'll see everyone next month for July. So
Be interesting to see these.
See how the financial year kicks off.
We've already had 141 million, so we'll be putting that in the next one.
Yep. So that was in Barangaroo, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was a small purchase of $141 million for a penthouse. I think it was the top three levels of a building.
Levels. Yeah.
Mental. It was like 1,500 square meters or something off the top of my head.
Fucking crazy.
But we'll throw that on next month's one.
Yeah.
So
see you in the next one.
Thanks.